Medusa is a B&M Floorless coaster located at Six Flags Great Adventure. A floorless coaster is a coaster model where riders' feet do not touch a ride floor, essentially left dangling over coaster track and without the train restricting them. Formerly Bizarro, Medusa features one of the coolest collection of inversions on a B&M roller coaster, including interlocking corkscrews and a great dive loop. In addition to its inversions, Medusa stands 142 feet tall, has nearly 4,000 feet of track, and reaches 61 miles per hour. This is our full-length, in-depth review of Medusa and our thoughts about what you can expect when you ride this coaster. Before we get started, please like and subscribe as it greatly helps the channel, and turn on notifications so you never miss a video. Now, let's journey into the desert to meet Medusa. Medusa is located in the Frontier Adventures section of Six Flags Great Adventure. Much like Kingda Ka, Medusa is located on the edges of the park. This makes Medusa the second farthest coaster from Six Flags Great Adventure's front gate, only behind Kingda Ka. Despite its location being so far away from the park's front gate, Medusa is definitely in a cool location. When you walk past and around Runaway Mine Train, Six Flags Great Adventure's Aerodynamics Mine Train, you get one of the coolest ride entrances in the park. Before you even reach the plaza near the ride's queue, you approach and walk under Medusa's massive ride gate and its Cobra Roll. You also get great views of the track leading into the first half of the Cobra Roll towards the left and the station, and Lift Hill towards the right. After you finish admiring one of the coolest entry experiences at a Six Flags park, you make your way to the ride's queue section. Towards the left of the queue's entrance, you see the obligatory lockers where you will drop off your belongings before heading into the ride queue. And this ride queue is really cool as you get a multi-chapter story of the town of Medusa, Texas, and Medusa herself. You make your way to the green and brown colored station, climbing some stairs into the station. You then board one of Medusa's 3 8-row 32-passenger trains, and once you have pulled down your over-the-shoulder restraints and cleared dispatch, the floor will retract and you leave the station and make a left-hand turn towards the lift hill to begin your climb. As you crest the top of the lift hill, you enter into a small B&M pre-drop section before making a swooping left-hand turn into the first drop. You fly through Bizarro's old S-shields, which will have some slight mist flowing through them, before entering a vertical loop which delivers some good whip in the back of the train and some good forces throughout the train. You then bank slightly to the right to enter into a dive loop, followed by a slight turn into a 0G roll, which has some great whip to it. Out of the 0G roll, you fly past the entry pathway into the first half of the iconic Cobra Roll, which goes over the ride entrance gate before whipping into the second half of the Cobra Roll. You then start banking to the right into the mid-course brake run, which can dampen your momentum a little bit. After the mid-course brake run, you bank left into a low-to-the-ground turn. You actually fly past a building cutout as you rebuild your momentum. You then fly through another building, bank to the left slightly, level out, and then bank to the right. That rightward bank delivers some decent whip, which gets you ready for Medusa's first corkscrew. Out of the corkscrew, you make a sharp rightward banking turnaround before banking slightly to the left and into Medusa's second corkscrew and the ride's final inversion. And these interlocking corkscrews are cool because they fly up and over this grinder-like structure. After the corkscrews, you fly over this rightward banking kind of speed hill and then a high banked left-hand turn into the final brakes. While it is not the craziest ride at Six Flags Great Adventure, Medusa is a great coaster. It very much delivers so many of the powerful forces that define early B&M coasters. Even with the ride operators pushing the over-the-shoulder restraints to their lowermost possible position, you will still end up getting back to the station with the restraints one more setting lower. That is the testament of how forceful this B&M Floorless coaster is. One thing that we have seen is that some people say this coaster doesn't offer strong enough G-forces or does not have the same speed that it once had. We strongly disagree, as this coaster is amazing and an oft forgotten coaster in the park, mainly because of how far away it is from the park entrance. This coaster hauls through its layout despite the mid-course brake run, slowing trains down to a crawl at times. If it was not so far from the park's front gate, Medusa would definitely be one of Six Flags Great Adventure's most ridden coasters. Overall, Medusa is a great B&M Floorless that delivers some strong positive G-forces, a great mix of whippy and graceful inversions, and some cool theming during the ride. It may not deliver the same thrills as other coasters in the park like El Toro, Nitro, or King Ka, but Medusa is great fun. B&M Floorless coasters are some of the most enjoyable rides out there, especially when they are maintained such that they do not deliver a rattle. So for a final score, we give Medusa an 8 out of 10. It is a great B&M Floorless, though not the best one out there, and one of the better rides at Six Flags Great Adventure, especially when it hauls through its layout. So let us know in the comments if you have ridden Medusa at Six Flags Great Adventure, and if so, what you think about it. How does it compare to other B&M Floorless out there? And as always, stay tuned for more coaster reviews and amusement park content from Coaster Adventures, and we hope to see you in the next one.